course, now we got our next match. M.LIZARD going up against VEGAPATCH. I said this earlier, the FANG that made it. Out of 3, he was the one who made it, but M.LIZARD as well, another story. The VEGA. A lot of players tell you who play VEGA, the VEGA communion will tell you that this guy is kind of the architect.
He is venerated right now. Online at Tourniquet. Been seeing replays and clips of this man for many years. But again, Street Fighter V is the first game that's actually seen him come out and compete on this level. He only really flirted with Street Fighter 4. I think he had a C Viper from when I spoke to him back in the day. And it's 5 that's really had him come out. He just loves Claw. But talking about people that love their character, it's a special breed of person that plays FANG. These guys are, listen, you know, if you're looking for a partner, go out with a guy that mains FANG, because he is the loyalist man. He is never cheating on you.
Right.
Top 8. Either way, they've got to win 2 games to make it there. One of these is going home.
Oh, that Ryu Bennett just to make sure. Vega's got great buttons for this range. We all know that FANG has great control of range as well.
I mean, that's literally Vega's character design though, right? Controlling that neutral space.
And instantly throws off that mask.
He said, I want all the damage.
Getting real comfortable at that range. Eating a lot of poison though. Jump in on the cower stance.
Oh, that's beautiful. Just outside of range though.
Okay.
He's trying to stand inside that range where he can really interrupt the recovery of that rear bender.
Let's
jump back into air. See,
look at that.
Poking away,
So confident at that range. So confident. Big damage here.
He absolutely knows what he's doing in this matchup. M.LIZARD, of course.
Look at this
most
pressure.
Of this tech chases him down.
Out of there. And still.
One more touch is all he needs for the stun.
M.LIZARD on the verge.
Not now.
Trigger is on the table for VEGAPATCH right now, though.
Yeah.
Trigger is there.
Activate. The trade on the anti-air attempt. M.LIZARD takes the first one here.
Man,
not really having to spend much bar at all. Again, the mask comes off.
That damage. Yeah, that cower stance pressure. VEGAPATCH. And that poison there as well.
Really looking to challenge. Every time that trap comes down, the cow crouch. He is punished.
Oof. Man, look at this pressure from M.LIZARD. Whoa.
Nice with punish with the EX sleeves. This is Oki, plus frames again, and M.LIZARD is out of there, back to the neutral.
Oh, that cower stand starting to come out a lot more. VEGAPATCH. Seems like he's got a plan. Oh.
Nice anti-air as well, very reliable.
Activate into the trigger. EX to get through.
Keeps him poisoned as well. So just tick off with the chip damage.
Yo,
VEGAPATCH has got a significant life lead. But here we go, command grab. Stars change.
Real careful. Oh, the EX command throw scoopage, and that's gonna do it. M.LIZARD with the patience though.
Yeah, it's very interesting. You picked this moment to change into bare hand stance, put the claw away, and started to show that command grab, and VEGAPATCH didn't really adapt to that.
The range that he's playing at against this poison is very interesting. Seems so confident in dealing and really trying to bait out these jumps, right? Sees that he goes for Ryu Bender and literally just jumped over to get that big damage. Great momentum swing
he's
as well.
got a lot of answers to that because of the range. He's just walking in and just flicking out that stand jab as well. Goes clean over again, backs up, so we can get that mask off. Going for damage.
Just a little small poke to get over right there.
There we go.
Oh.
Perfect range on that.
And being aware of that range, VEGAPATCH seeing that he knows this now, really going to change up that.
Another big jump in.
Big damage as well. Oh, the throw. This is not looking good. Quick V skill, great anti-air after the wall jump.
Oh, catches him meaty and a counter hit, so it's going to be a big conversion. Activation stations, and he gets rolls out of there. That's very smart. Doesn't want to deal with a mix. V-trigger doesn't catch him.
EX dash to get out of there.
I'm not gonna lie, I've got absolutely no idea if FANG gets a punish over EX.
Same. Oh, and great
VEGAPATCH puts a round on the board.
That was scary.
Round 2. Fight.
That's a sweep. It's a trade, so he's still gonna have to hold his poise.
Oh,
Big crush here.
into the cancel. Again, the mask comes off at the earliest opportunity. He's down a lot of life here.
Flips the jump right there with the EX. Getting closer and closer to this corner. Nice confirm.
VEGAPATCH starting to find his comfortable ranges to start playing at. He's stopped relying on these rear benders.
V-trigger. EX. Takes back control of the corner.
Master Claw beats him to the punch.
And neutral jump once again. We've seen it work out a couple times. VEGAPATCH trying to get out of this corner. M.LIZARD finally knocks off the claw.
Sleeve.
Pulls up the sleeves. EX to get through.
My
What
God,
a whip
the
punish,
spacing.
VEGAPATCH!
Beautiful from VEGAPATCH, puts him on the board, one apiece. And he's looking a lot more confident now. He's finding the ranges at which he was a lot more comfortable playing at. M.LIZARD showing that he's willing to interrupt a lot of these traps, and they're put down right in front of him. So VEGAPATCH, the next level of pressure. A lot of these FANG players are so good at adapting once they see how you deal with these multiple layers of traps that they have.
It was perfect spacing because you saw last time. You noticed that he did that EX too. He just backed up that last time to get the round. Went for the whip punish. Big crush counter on top of it. Gets VEGAPATCH back in the set. Oh wow, that shimmy ain't gonna do it though. Big damage. Ooh. Right here in the corner, goes for the throw. VEGAPATCH tries to float out, gets out of the corner, and now gets this hit and a knockdown with his poison.
Traded. Nice
Great
air-to-air. Nice block from M.LIZARD. The V reversal doesn't do anything other than keep him in there. And again, he's ready with the EX rollout, using that projectile invulnerability. He walks into range and gets that cancel again. One more touch will do it. Has to be aware of the activation. That's what VEGAPATCH is looking for.
Oh, didn't take it. Had a couple of times.
Here we go.
Breaks the claw. Jump back. Uh-oh. Ryu bend, clips him out of the air.
And that poison.
No anti-air. Oh, grab your foot.
My God,
whip
the
punish
fierce.
again. Again with the stand fierce.
Round 2.
The second time that button is saved the VEGAPATCH.
VEGAPATCH. Fighting out here. Again, best frames. Very reticent to put these traps down because M.LIZARD is so aware of the spacing. Interrupting with that jab. Yep. See it again.
And now you see VEGAPATCH. Woo!
Missed space slide. Need to be wary of that. Catches him in the air. Plus frames again, and now he's back in the corner.
Ooh,
Beautiful. We saw him do that in the first game. Jump back V-trigger, gets him out of there, gets him a chunk of damage, but VEGAPATCH still with the life lead.
Once again, completely comfortable getting this poison, trying to maintain it. And let the time do its job. Let the poison do damage over time.
Yeah, I like VEGAPATCH putting these traps down when he's nowhere near in range to punish.
Trigger activate. We've seen that response before.
Pushes him out of the air. There's the
Converged.
juggle.
Hold the poison. Cross up not gonna work. Anything will do it for VEGAPATCH.
This is going to be so difficult for M.LIZARD to mount any kind of comeback, and he doesn't. And VEGAPATCH pulls into the lead 2-1. What a turnaround this is. As I said to you, these FANG players, they know so much about these matchups in such detail. As soon as you show them some kind of knowledge in the matchup, they're able to change their pressure strings, they're able to change the ranges that they're interacting with. Because let me tell you, you're not a FANG mate without exploring these matches all the way to the depths.
It gets
unlocking everything you can find.
You don't have any XP in this, it gets significantly tougher.
And of course, we've got a bunch of really good Vegas in Europe as well. So when VEGAPATCH is playing in the offline events or online events, you know, you're going to be coming across some pretty good Vega players out there in Europe as well. Potentially the same caliber as M.LIZARD, given his performance now. Shout out to the lads back home.
Mask off.
Straight into the trap. He wanted to walk up, and again, VEGAPATCH doing a great job of making sure these are... Oh, he just walked into it that time.
To confirm.
That was an interesting choice. So back in the corner. There's a stance change. Shimmied himself.
Wow.
Nice, beautiful from VEGAPATCH. It's all going his way. There's the stun, and it's going to be set point to VEGAPATCH. Are we going to see a FANG make it into top 8?
A FANG in the top 8? Unheard of.
Let me see it.
On the last
A
one.
FANG here.
On the
Entirely
last.
contained within the top 8. Oh, sir, I don't believe it.
Show me.
Oh, I almost got the whiff punish. The EX at that range.
Stand
Dissuading
like
M.LIZARD from walking too comfortably in. So important for FANG to keep him poisoned for as long as possible. Because that just does all the work for you. You don't even need to do any damage. It's just doing it for you over time.
Oh, here's the throw.
M.LIZARD opens him up. One more touch. There we go. Catches him standing up. That's one set point defended.
Final round.
Okay, wait a minute. M.LIZARD. The head
Oh,
extension.
bar to work with as well. That's poorly spaced, and he gets a big punish there.
CA on the table too. Not so many resources for VEGAPATCH. That coward. Low profile in the jump in. Ooh, full CA spin it all. This is the last round after all.
Also
Big
noticed
damage.
as well that M.LIZARD had stopped throwing that mask off at the start of the round. The damage may be racking up a bit too much.
Uh-oh, confirm.
Uh-oh.
Into the trigger. Here comes VEGAPATCH. Damage.
All right.
Gets the knockdown. Not going to take that neutral jump bait in the corner this time. Ryu Bender to get through. Excuse me, the X to get through that
V
Ryu
reversal
Bender.
straight into.
Oh, the V trigger.
Gets the knockdown with a slide. Doesn't stand up this time.
Oh, the off-the-wall jump, so much range. And look at that. The big exhale and lean back in the seat. Like I said, you're working double time. No man, even if you do know the
check
FANG
on this man.
matchup.
He's not moved in 10 seconds.
Even if you do know that matchup,
There we go. Still.
this is stressful. This is stressful. VEGAPATCH not making it
These
easy.
guys are working so hard with
Right?
these characters.
M.LIZARD trying to loosen up the shoulders over there.
M.LIZARD changing his strategy ever so slightly. Not
Round
throwing the
one.
mask off to get that damage boost, but also take more damage. Oh, there we go. It starts again.
Stand light. Great poke at this range. We've seen how it's worked out. Seen a few conversions as well. We've also seen that neutral jump start to come out a lot more from VEGAPATCH. Great corner pressure once again. Tries to swing there. And that poison is doing a number on M.LIZARD's life
Oh
bar.
my
Another
days, what a
conversion.
round from VEGAPATCH.
Well, staggered pressure. Offense, excuse me, in the corner.
Fight.
Just dash
Punishes
up.
the mask throw, and he's put him in the corner already. Straight into a button, and again, as I said in the last round, that poison doing a lot of the work.
How he stands.
Back flick doesn't really get him anything other than trapped in the corner, and he's opened up again. Plus frames all over the place, spacing traps all over the place. VEGAPATCH is flowing. He only needs 2 more touches to do it. M.LIZARD can't fight his way out.
V reversal.
And
Still.
Fuzzy to close it out, and VEGAPATCH with the fist pump. 1 step closer to top 8. The last remaining FANG in the bracket is still here. And M.LIZARD is eliminated.
Unfortunately, gonna be going home, but VEGAPATCH gonna be going up, staying alive in this bracket here. Man, working double time with the FANG in top 16, that's crazy.
You know what? It's such,
Unheard of.
It's such a shame that these two guys had to play each other, because I don't think there's a more, dedicated group of players than VEGA mains and FANG mains, and they're such a great community. They all help each other out. They all trade tech with each other. They're all so supportive of each other, and it's great that we have communities like that around Street Fighter V. It's definitely been one of the coolest things about the game, definitely. Here we go. And it started off really well for M.LIZARD. It looked like he had a number. It was perfectly spaced and everything. He was really, really aware of the ranges at which he could encroach. And then at the end, closed it out with the command grabs. It started to be the jump-ins that were looking really good for him as well. But VEGAPATCH just completely changed his focus, was able to start put this corner pressure on.
Yeah, that poison did so much work for the boy VEGAPATCH. Like, when I mean, literally, there were rounds where he just ran it back just based off of the fact of, hey, I'm just going to back up. I'm just going to play back. Beautiful whip punish right
so
there.
Nice on the EX
Beautiful.
and another one as well.
The stand heavy punch, just on perfect spacing. Those small changes you talked
sick
about
as well.
that these FANG players be using. They have to have the convergence on deck. A lot of times they're not going to get that ability with these clean hits.
It's a stance change. Yeah, it's only very specific openings that FANG actually does big damage. That was so nice as well. He'd been hit by that jump back V-trigger activation a couple of times, and VEGAPATCH immediately showing the adaptation. But M.LIZARD did defend a set point. The corner pressure was enormous here. He just incessantly peppered away. And then the jump in closed out, got a counter hit on something. But boy, how big were these 2 rounds, Steve?
This series right here, I'm going to tell you right now, that series of VEGAPATCH having you in the corner, you can see the panic. You can see the scaredness in the character play right there in front of you, especially coming from the fact that VEGAPATCH really starts to get some snowball this momentum, and it's really hard, especially if you don't have meter. He's making you spin V-reversal, and you have a back-flipping V-reversal, so you're not even getting out of the corner. You literally just have to fight your way out.
Well, the things that we did see, the corner escapes were the EX roll, but when VEGAPATCH realized that I don't actually need to jump to give you that gap to get out, he just was in front of him. Spacing traps, plus frames, putting the traps down. And they're really, like you said, there's no real way for Vega to interact with that.